Today in Africa, here in Nairobi, Kenya, if you want to buy something from a supermarket, you go to Carrefour, which is French. You want to buy fuel, you go to Total Energies or Rubies, which is French. You want to have your pizza, which is made by Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is American. You have it carried by Glovo, which is Spanish. If you want to have security, you have it by G4S, which is British. If you want your home guarded, is guarded by KK, which is Gardewald from Quebec. If you want to have chicken, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want your airports managed, is Swissport from Switzerland. That is the state of Africa. Consuming what we do not produce and producing what we do not consume.
That was our Professor P.L.O. Lumumba. And my question is, what do this mean in general? Does it mean that today, if these mentioned products and services, if they are the countries where they come from decide to shut down their services from our countries, just like here in Kenya, does it mean that we are going to suffer a lot? We are going to die? We'll have no any cafe that offer delicious meals. We'll not have any good security personnel or security units like G4S, KK. Does it mean that our engines are going to fail off, are going to shut down because of lack of fuel? This is so crazy. This is so crazy, really. So what do this mean? You know, what I liked about this professor, he always do a lot of research and he knows a lot. So I had someone saying that this Professor Lumumba knew everything, and why does he not take action against this? What is going on? That cannot be possible because he's not assigned to do so. There are people who are supposed to do and take action. There are some people who are assigned to do that action. So his duty is just to find out the truth, clarify, and give it out to the people so that they can know this is the right way, and this is the way our leaders are going, and this is what is happening. You know, you cannot be aware of everything that is going in this world, and that's why we have even teachers, we have men of God, we have every kind of people, so that if you find yourself in a situation that you don't understand, you must have someone who have to teach you and give you the way forward. This professor did a lot. He is doing a lot. And when you listen carefully to his speech, if the messages that he always deliver will be hitting our leaders that much, and they felt like, oh, wow, this is crazy, this is something that we have to put effort on it, then there could be a great change in these countries of Africa. So can you imagine, from the security sectors, security units, up to the shopping mall, all of these are being owned by the foreign countries. The owners are from the foreign countries. None of them is being owned by a Kenyan.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united. And I can hear the Osagyefo saying, I do not want to be the leader of that country. I simply want unity. And I'm saying that we must live here with one united government. They listen not to the Osagyefo. I can still hear those immortal words of the Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah telling his Ghanaian peoples that the independence of Ghana means nothing if the rest of Africa is not independent. I can hear the Osagyefo.
We have a very gap to fill. Where are our students who are always almost graduating every year? Where are these students who are graduating in economic, in business, engineering? Where are these minds being taken off? Because there's no way we can be going to school every day, every year, graduating, passing. But these minds are not being used in any way, even a single limit or a single percentage of it. They're not being used to build up our economy, and they are not being used up to build our countries. They're not being used up to build our infrastructures. People are learning, getting better education to go and build some people's country, to go and take developments to other people, other regions. People are learning business to go and invest in some countries, in some foreign countries, leaving our home, our motherland, poor and in a poor state. And that's why the foreign people came here, take advantage of us, because they know very well that they are the one running our economy. They are the one controlling everything in our countries. They are the one who have to give directions in everything that must be happen here in our countries. That's the reason as to why we will remain being slaves in whether we like it or not. Because if the owner of these petrol stations like Total decide today that he don't want to invest in Kenya, rubies, then what will happen? Until the time the government will come up with an idea on how they can set up and solve this issue, at which situation will the country will be? Those are the questions we have to ask ourselves. So we have a long way to go. I thank Professor Lumumba for the great achievement and research he's trying to do and give and feed us our mind. We as youth, he is doing his best and leaving the rest to us as citizens and the youth of the country, so that we can decide on which way we want to take our countries, on which way we want to do with our states. If we want to build our states or continue going to build other states. Instead of boosting our economy, we learn, we graduate, and then we take these minds to go and build other and invest to other states. The problem is not us, but the problem is our future. At which condition we will let our countries and left to our generation. At which state our generation will found our countries. They'll be born, grew up, go to schools, and then the only thing they will have in their minds to go abroad and look for the jobs. That's the only thing they can do, so that they can set their life to the limit where they want. Because there is nothing to do here in our countries. All resources that we are having here in our countries are not being used. They are being exported. And the money that are being paid for these resources are just going to some group of people in some personal accounts. The resources of our countries are being enriched. There are some people, the group of people who are being enriched with. So it means that our generation will be the one who will be in a very bad suffering, because the condition and the situation they will come and find our countries under, it will be of great massacres. So we as Africans youths, we have a great and much work to do. We have a lot to work on for us to make this achievement to the achievement that that has been planned for the 2063. For these achievements to come and complete, then we have a long way to go. I will not talk too much today. I just wanted to react on this video of Professor Lumumba, because this is a very short clip, but it has a great message and he has a lot to say. If you want, this short clip you have heard or you have seen, it carried a lot. It carries a lot of sense. It explains a lot. So we have to work on it. That's the only way. This is Kenyan Explorer. Don't forget to subscribe, and I thank you for your time and your support.